Hi, I wanted to jump on and talk to you about how haters are gonna hate. So Eric Worre did a great little Facebook Live the other day. Eric Worre is kind of like the network marketing guru person. And he was talking about how when you get to the top of your field, that haters are gonna hate, right? And so if you're with Young Living or if you're with any kind of network marketing company, it's just something that we're gonna have to deal with. It's part of what happens. People don't understand network marketing and they think it's a pyramid scheme, and people also just like to try to hate on the people that are threatening their businesses, that are competition, whatever, right? So he had a great response for anybody that was coming to you saying like, hey, I saw this article that was like talking about your company negatively, or hey, I saw this movie or YouTube thing or whatever that like, oh my God, like I can't believe what they were saying about your company. And what he said was to ask them, what is your favorite company to work with or to buy services from or products from? So somebody might say like Apple or, Anthropologie or like whatever, right? And so he would say back to that person, okay, I want you to go and Google Apple. I want you to go and Google Anthropologie, the store. And what you will probably find is that there are going to be a bazillion of the most searched things saying negative stuff about Apple, saying negative stuff about your favorite store. And when you compare that to the negative stuff that you see online about your company, it's probably going to be pretty minuscule compared to a company like Apple or Amazon or whatever, right? So we were on a Young Living Diamond call yesterday. And here's an interesting thing that our social media brand manager brought up. It seems like for Young Living that we're in the press a lot lately because of lots of negative stuff, right? It can seem like, geez, this is all that's out there. But what she said was, through the month of July, there have been 1 billion media impressions involving Young Living. Most of them have been unpaid, and most of them have been positive. Okay? So 1 billion with a B, billion, not million. 1 billion, I feel like Austin Powers movie, 1 billion. Okay, 1 billion media impressions through July. Guess how many of those were negative? So this just goes along with what Eric Worre was saying. When you go and search and Google online your favorite companies, you will find a bunch of crap, a bunch of lies, a bunch of misconstrued articles and so-called facts about them, right? So out of 1 billion media impressions through the month of July, 200 million, which sounds like a lot, right? 200 million were negative. But 200 million out of 1 billion, that's not a lot, right? I can't do math in my head, but I think that's like not a lot, 20%, whatever. So I just want to highlight that little tip from Eric Worre, that when people come to you, which is going to be inevitable, people are going to come and they're going to say like, oh my God, I saw this stuff about blah, blah, about your company. Like, why would I ever want to get involved in that company? Here's the deal. Ask them, what's your favorite company? And then have them go Google it, and they will see the number of negative things that come up for that company compared to your company, and the negative things that are coming up for your company are going to be so minuscule. And then just remind yourself, the company that you're working with, for me, it's Young Living. For you, it might be something else. Do you believe in the products? Like, is this a cult? No. Do I have to buy? No. Do I want to buy the products? Hell yeah. I want to buy products and have my closet full of wellness supplies. I don't ever want to run out of my Thieves essential oil or my Inner Defense capsules or my Tranquil so that I can sleep. So am I going to buy? Yeah, I'm going to buy every single month. I'm going to buy more than what I am required to buy. And for me, it's not a requirement. I'm buying all the stuff in my house, every single product in my house that we use for the house. Like, my orders are not just oils, people. My orders are mostly house stuff and nutrition stuff. Our shampoo, our conditioner, our bar soap, our hand soap, our cleaning, our laundry soap, our body shower gel, my facial scrubs, my skincare, meaning like my face wash, my moisturizers, our sunscreen, our lip balm, our supplements, everything is Young Living. The only thing I have to go and buy in the store is food and toilet paper, paper towels, those kinds of things. What would you say to someone that says the consumption and how our body builds up and could reject like anything else one day? So building up an immunity to our products, is that what you're saying? If someone was saying that, I would say, like, do you think that, like, if you were drinking celery juice every day or eating salad every day, that your body would eventually reject that? I don't think so. And the cool thing about our oils is that because they're actually grown out in nature in a farm, they're not synthetic. They're not one size fits all every single time that they're grown, right? The dirt conditions are going to change, the sun conditions are going to change, the water, an amount of water, the amount of sun by crop, by year, by field, where the field is, everything is going to shift and change. The constituents of each specific oil, there's a baseline, but even within that baseline, there's going to be a little bit of a difference in terms of what is in those oils. And so that's why it's pretty much impossible to build up an immunity to Young Living essential oils because they're going to vary a little bit because of nature. And that's what makes it great, is because it's not a synthetic, just fill in the blank of this much constituent, this much constituent. If you were doing that, yeah, your body probably would at some point reject it or just get used to it, and then you'd need to use more and more and more and more. But with our stuff, because we're actually growing it and we are responsible for the growth in the fields and the harvesting and all of that, and we're rotating crops on the field, and we're doing all the things to ensure that the dirt that we're growing our plants in is the healthiest, most organic, most nowadays food is grown in the dirt and in that they're grown in isn't that well fertilized, so we're not getting all the nutrients that we used to 20 years ago. So our fields, the Young Living fields, they have compost, and they're doing all the things to ensure that all the minerals and the nutrients in the dirt are there for the plant to be the healthiest plant. But that took me off topic, but I'm happy to answer that for you. But yeah, out of 1 billion media impressions through the month of July, only 200 million were negative. That means 800 million were positive. And what our social media brand manager said was the majority of that 800 million weren't paid. they weren't paid to, so that, you know, People Magazine or whatever would like feature our oil in it. If you saw Hugh Jackman yesterday on Good Morning America or Seth Meyers' late night show, you would have seen that like right behind him he had Thieves spray, which is great to just spray surfaces to ensure that everything is clean, and he had a bottle of Copaiba, which is something that you can diffuse or apply topically, and it will help relax muscles and stuff like that. Like, people use our products and they work. So just know that when people come and have that kind of hater mentality. But use that little technique that Eric Worre shared. I thought that was so useful. Wanted to hop on here and share that with you. Thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.